According to Tatler, which I think is a UK publication, some of the kings and queens inner circle are apprehensive amid an excruciating wait for coronation invites. So a lot of them have not received invites, even though they feel that they should have and should be invited to the festivities. And the invites are described by this particular publication as being one of the most coveted invitations of recent decades, which is interesting. Um, and it says that there's a lot of apprehension among some of their inner circle. And of course, it went on to talk about Harry and Meghan's invite and the fact that they haven't RSVP'd. I mean, like everybody else, I'm waiting to hear what Harry and Meghan RSVP. I think the longer it takes Harry and Meghan to RSVP, the more likely it is that they are going to go to the coronation, because I know that Harry and Meghan are smart enough to know that waiting till the last minute to say they are not going would be a public relations jump out of a helicopter without a parachute. I mean, they can't do that. Okay. So the longer it takes them to RSVP, the more likely it is that they are going to go to the coronation. I don't think they should go. More now today, because I think the anti-monarchists protests is going to be a lot bigger than people think, and also the clash. There's going to be a clash. I fear a clash. I'm not going to say there's going to be, but I fear that there will be a clash between the anti-Harry and Meghan haters and the pro-Harry and Meghan squatters, the Sussex squad. And so, all that being the case, you've got this three-way situation going on that I think is going to be a huge security risk for everybody really, even for the people in the audience, the people observing this event. I think it's hugely risky to go. And I think that Harry and Meghan absolutely should not go. If they do go, don't be anywhere, like, don't be going through the streets of London in those carriages, because it's not safe. I don't think it's safe. But also, you know what? I was reading on, I think it was talktv.com or something like that. I don't remember. But it was a psychologist talking about the psychology of the invite. And it just occurred to me that, I mean, he definitely seems pro the monarch and anti Harry and Meghan, this guy. And it just occurred to me that, excuse me, this invite was a trap. It was a trap to trap Harry and Meghan into looking bad either way they go. If they go, they're attacked by the anti-Harry and Meghan haters. If they don't go, they are attacked by the anti-Harry and Meghan haters. They can't win. They can't win. But also, it's not just the verbal attacks. I mean, I think the possibility of physical attacks with eggs and other items is so great that, this invite anticipates all of that, and it's really to feed them to the wolves on a public stage. Now, why would they do that? Because obviously, if that happens during the coronation, it mars the coronation. It makes it ugly. It goes down in history as this horrible circus, as this just god awful, mistake, well, not mistake, but just horrible, right? So there's an argument for no, it's not possible that anybody in the palace wants that to happen on a conscious level. But I still think that it's quite likely that this invite was a trap. It's a trap. Either way Harry and Meghan go with this, they are going to lose. But the way they win, I think, is what is it? Sophie Rees Jones, 1999. The way they win, I think, is that they don't go. They really just don't go. But they don't go just to don't go. I mean, there's a way to do this, because I do think that, and I have said this consistently for 2 or 3 months now, that this is Harry's father, period. Okay, and that matters. This is his dad, right? And I'm not asking him to be disrespectful to his father. I mean, I put myself in his place. I put myself in his father's place. I mean, this is your child. This is my dad. So I'm not asking them to be rude. What I'm saying is to contact your dad. I mean, send him an email and call him if it's possible and explain to him that you want to meet in private. It's better. The coronation, and I don't think I've made this point before, is a state event. It's not a family event. It has nothing to do with the royal family. It has to do with the royal family's responsibility to the British state, right? It's a constitutional, quote unquote, constitutional issue. It's a parliamentary issue. It's a legal issue, this coronation of the king. It's not, the family itself does not control this, right? This is not a family gathering. This is a gathering of the state and the people, the subjects who are subject to this king and to these laws, right? And what has happened with the royal family as a family with Harry and Meghan and the rest of the family is a different matter. And in terms of a reconciliation, I don't think the coronation stage is the place to do it, especially because this is going to be the first time in months that the family is coming together in a public way in this way after all of these other interfamilial conflicts have been going on for months. This is the wrong forum. This is the wrong forum, Harry and Meghan. This is not the place to reconcile with your family. This is not the place for this family to reach an understanding with each other, reach a détente, reach, any kind of reconciliation. This is a public circus event that has nothing to do with a family reconciling. It is not the place for a reconciliation. That reconciliation should occur in private. Again, that reconciliation should occur in private. Now, the press wants a public circus, and so does a lot of people in the population, because why? It's entertainment, right? We get to write up our blogs, we get to talk up our talks, make our videos, the press gets to its clicks. It's exciting. It's a soap opera. I understand. I'm a part of the experience. Do I not have a YouTube channel on this experience? But it doesn't mean that any of you have to play into this any further and further deteriorate the relationship in this family. If anybody in this family still wants a reconciliation, I mean, that may well be something that's not even on the table anymore. Maybe it's past cure. I don't know. But if there's even a small chance that any of you want to have a reconciliation, this coronation is not the venue for that. It's not the forum for that. None of you should encourage Harry and Meghan to come to this public event. It needs to be in private, behind the scenes. All right, okay, maybe they can be in England at the same time, but I don't think they should be, because once people know they're there, it's a problem. It is a problem. Do not do it, right? Don't do it. If it can't be done before, have Harry and Meghan come to England sometime after, a respectable time after, at the convenience of King Charles III and his wife Camilla, Queen Consort, Queen whatever she is. Respectfully, Your Majesty. Do you understand? Does anybody understand me?